you heard us jingle wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Advertising and what we got. I just wanna let you know, this is our 58th year in business, okay? We're not new at doing this.
Wow, I didn't realize
I
you had
didn't-
been there that long.
I didn't
Yeah,
either.
1965 it all started, okay? Now, we just moved to Garland, okay? We're off 635 and Kingsley Road, about a mile down the road.
Okay.
We were over in the Casa Linda,
Yes.
East Dallas
I
area.
remember that.
location, yeah.
Mhm.
We were there for 57 years and we kept adding on. The company's growing like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We had to, we just ran out of space. So now we've got a big, huge warehouse. When Colin says, we've got everything in stock, okay? So that we don't have to worry about, we're not chasing it. We were there for a long time. Now, I do want to tell you about our 100% satisfaction guarantee. We're not cashing any of the money until the job's done, complete, and you're 100% satisfied. We're never the company, especially if you get cash buyers. I don't want half up front. I don't need half upon completion. We're a big company. I don't need your money to go out and buy equipment.
Right,
I always
right.
tell somebody asks you for that run, they're
Mhm.
financially in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, I've had it many a times where I had one guy over in Anna, Texas,
Mhm.
bought a system and called him a week later. He had a question, gone, gone, shut down.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sad on what we got. But I always think in the back of my mind, if I'm going to give you a 100% satisfaction guarantee, I'm not cashing in the money until the job's done. What kind of work do I have to do to
Right.
get paid?
Mhm.
You got to make sure that that gets done. Okay? Now, you bought a system before. I'm just going to briefly go over this again. There's 4 factors involved in getting a new system. First 2 I'm going to talk to you about. We have no control over. Okay? Technical requirements, size of the home is going to dictate the size of the unit. Okay? We need a 3-ton unit out there. I already verified that, so we're good to go. The next one I want to talk to you about is code. Okay? When I told you earlier, it's going to be done legally, it's going to be done correctly. I'm absolutely meaning that. Code is safety. We're dealing with gas and high voltage wire. Okay? Like I said, we're one of the very few companies in the entire Metroplex. Well, as I said earlier, 14 to 21 days afterwards, you're going to get a call from the office and make an appointment with Mike. Okay? You won't have to call us to get that. We're going to call you. And he's going to come out and put a second set of eyes on the installation. Once he's satisfied everything's up to snuff of what we do, we're going to bring in the city. Okay? And we schedule that for you. We call you and say, hey, there's dates and times, what's convenient for you. Okay? So that we've done that because that's safety. Now, the next 2 is totally up to you guys. Okay? Environmental choices. You pick how energy efficient you want your system. Comfort enhancing options, purity of air, filtration, all that stuff. And listen, what I tell you, I've got a basic all the way up to that optimum. We start getting into, the more expensive they get, more bells and whistles. And I just want to tell you, listen, if those bells and whistles are not value to you, don't spend your money on it. Okay? If it doesn't mean anything to you, I don't care about that, then don't spend your money on it. Okay? And then you got People Choice. That's the company that's coming in to do it. Okay? It's important who you do business with. You've already had 1 bad experience. I guarantee you won't have 2. Okay? That's a big deal. Now, of these options, guys, okay, I just want to let you know, there's no right or wrong answer here. What would be the top 3 things that you would want to have in your new system on that side of the house?
Comfort for sure.
Correct.
I mean, that to me is the whole point. So that would be my
Mhm.
number 1. What do you think?
What do you think, Mo? You got one? See, now I've been married 30 years, so I'm simpatico with my wife. I've got the same answers. We've been around each other
Yeah,
too long.
honestly, I would think really. I like the idea of the energy efficiency.
Well, of course. And that's usually what everybody says first one. I'm going to lower my bills because these bills aren't going to get cheaper.
Right. No, there definitely aren't. And it always makes me nervous because we're in the co-op. Like, how is that gonna? Can it change? Will it change?
I'm in a co-op too.
Yeah.
Mine's GCEC, Grayson Collin Electric Co-op, and I have no choice.
We don't either.
I cannot shop.
We moved. I guess it was a total of maybe 4 miles from where my apartment was here, and I was trying to transfer over my TXUs. I was like, oh no, that's not a service area. I'm like,
No?
oh, because you have to be part of the co-op. I'm
Yep,
like,
you gotta
oh.
be
And,
part of the
and don't get me
co-op.
wrong, most of the time prices when you compare them, they're good.
Mine are competitive.
Yeah. So.
They are, so I'm happy with that. So,
But I always feel like it could change. So.
I know.
I think really, if I had to go ahead and step it, I would probably say if anything, probably value.
Yeah, I'd say value
Absolutely.
/ long life, like to me, is kind of interchangeable. But
Right.
yeah.
Well, good, because as I go over this, I want you to keep value in mind,
Mhm.
what you're getting from this company. And then I'm gonna talk to you about written guarantees. Okay, like I said to you earlier, you get guys like me come in here and tell you anything you wanna hear. But if it's not in writing, it's worthless. And I'm gonna go over those with you so you see what you get from our company, all right? because, you know, it's a big investment, we've gone through this before. Now, I don't know if you had a chance to look us up online. I encourage you, go to ontimeexperts.com. You will find out this company is rated 4.8 out of a possible 5 stars. We're extremely proud of that. Okay, now guys, those are Google reviews. You can't manipulate those. Okay, I will tell you the reason I work for this company. June will be 4 years I've been with the company. Customer service is a big deal to this company. It's a lost art. Most companies, they don't care about taking care of the customer. We're also A+ rated at the Better Business Bureau. We're proud of that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, what makes us a little bit different than everybody else? Okay, and I will tell you guys, there's 500 AC companies in the Dallas Metroplex. You know, and I promise you this, every month a handful of them are going out of business. There's a tribute, 58 years, we must be doing something right.
Right.
Okay? But listen, we're gonna deliver comfort, okay, I promise you. You get your new system, turn the air on, the air's gonna work, the heat's gonna work, okay? But what we wanna give you guys is peace of mind. You got that little cloud hanging over you, and you've been babying that thing along, you know, let's lift the cloud up, you don't have to worry about it, right off in the sunset, you got yourself everything that's under warranty, okay? Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but we are a 24-hour service company. What I love about our company, guys, is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, weekends and holidays. When you call us, you're gonna talk to a live person.
Wow.
We are not the company that's gonna throw you to automation when you got a problem. You leave your name and number and you hope and pray somebody calls you back, okay? Because the vast majority of the AC companies are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Now, you know darn well if something's gonna happen with your system in the middle of the summer. Is it gonna happen between those hours? No, it's not.
Always happens.
You're gonna be sitting here on a Saturday night at 8 o'clock and that air's not working. What I love about our company, you'll call, you're gonna talk to a real person, and the next thing, my guy's coming out that night. It's not tomorrow, it's not gonna be the next day, it's gonna be service when you need the service, okay? That's how we operate our company. So, we don't run our company like we run our company like an ambulance service, not a bank. Okay? Now bankers are is what we got. Now, you were impressed with Colin. Now, the reason our guys are good, and I got 25 of them out in the field, okay, is these guys go through ongoing training, okay? These guys train minimum 3 days a week. With our new building, we got a whole training center. Those guys are being brought in, you know. And the reason we do that is the last thing you don't want is my guy's out here on a Saturday night at 11 o'clock at night and comes from the house and looks you straight in the eye and goes, I have no clue what's wrong with your system. You're not gonna get there for this company, I promise you that. So we feel that's a big deal, that with continuous training with all our techs. Now, 2 things have to happen to work for the company, okay? Number 1, everybody is drug tested and everybody is criminally background checked,
Okay.
okay? We do that for you because as a company, all we do is residential replacement. We don't do big commercial buildings, we don't do new home builds, okay? Listen, you're gonna have, you know this, you're gonna have a couple strangers in your house all day long. The guys usually get here between 8 and 10 in the morning and they're gonna be done late afternoon, all be done in one day. But you wanna feel safe because you're, like I said, a couple strangers are coming into your house, so we do this. And I will tell you a true story. Of 10 people that apply to work for this company, only 2 out of 10 can pass that. 2 out of 10, that's today's world.
Yeah.
Okay, now listen, I always think in the back of my mind, where are those other 8 guys working?
Yeah.
They're working for somebody,
Right.
okay? So we feel that's important big time, okay? Now, do you understand what SEER means?
You know, it's actually one of those things where I know, obviously, based on numbers of how they change, but as far as specifics, that's always been something I've been curious
No,
about.
I don't know.
If I got the weeds on that, I'd give you a headache
Mhm.
of how it's all calculated. But all we need to be concerned about is when we're looking at systems, it stands for seasonal energy efficiency ratio. All you need to know is higher the number, more efficient.
Right, and
That's all you need.
that's essentially what I've
all
always
you
kind of
need to
known.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all you need to know, because if I got to how it's all calculated.
All
you
the
go,
math
oh,
behind it,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
you go, oh my
I'm
God,
on
that's
spring break.
way more than what, exactly, you're on spring break. You don't need to know that. Okay, this is a big deal, guys, okay? Installation. The most important day of your brand new system is the day it's installed, okay? You've been through this once, but you gotta understand, that system up in the attic comes down piece by piece by piece, and that system's built in that attic piece by piece by piece, okay? You get a poor build, okay? You can decrease your system's efficiency from day one. You guys spend your hard-earned money on this high-efficient system, not put together right, you're not achieving that efficiency, okay? Decrease damage to the home, potentially dangerous, we're dealing with gas and electricity here, and decrease the system's life. I do promise you this, you move forward with us, I don't wanna see you for another 15 to 20 years. I don't wanna see you 10 years from now, you're doing this all over again. Things are too expensive. You would be amazed how many houses that I man system 7, 8, 9 years old falling apart. Because all the guys are 1099 independent contractors. With us, everybody's an employee, okay? The installers, we've got 8 full-time crews. This is what they do, and they work for us. Where most of the other companies, like I said, you know, the guy you talk to works for the company, but the guys that install it are 1099 independent contractors. There's no connection to the company. They want to get in as fast as they can and get out as fast as they can. Because they want to get paid and move on, okay? You can lose 30% efficiency from day one with a bad build, all right? Let me show you some nightmare scenarios that we've seen in the 58 years in business. I'm going to show you this one because this one takes the cake, okay? You can see right here, here's the AC unit up in the attic itself. Do you see what this company did? That is a framing member of the house. That's a rafter. They cut into that rafter to install that air conditioning unit.
Jeez.
Yeah, now listen, all that company had to do is the right thing. Take that and move it over 2 feet, okay? That's total laziness, okay, in that. Now, number one, I guarantee you, there was no permit pulled on this. That's not gonna
That
pass.
wouldn't pass
That's not gonna
inspection.
pass inspection. But here's the thing, this guy was looking for the cheapest thing he could get. And guys, you know the old saying.
You get what you pay
You
for.
get what you pay for, okay? Now, this one right here, your system in the attic is called a horizontal system, and it's actually gonna be strapped and balanced, okay, from the rack. We walked into this one, it was being held up by cinder blocks to keep it falling through the roof, okay? This one right here, now this is your flue pipe, okay? We're gonna replace that flue pipe. Number one, you got tape on that thing and all that, that's not safe. It's gonna be a brand new flue pipe. But this particular homeowner, I hope he didn't have a family. This guy decided to go up in his attic and punch a hole into his flue pipe so he could run wire down into his house.
Oh my.
Well, you ever heard of carbon monoxide poisoning?
Mhm.
That's that waiting to happen.
Jeez.
Yeah, not smart. We've walked into jobs where the company ran the gas line into the coil. Total wrong install. Your gas furnace, okay? Now when you walk up and look at your system up in the attic, that furnace is to be facing you, okay? We went up in the attic, the furnace was facing straight up, totally installed wrong.
Oh,
Because I tell you guys, listen, you gotta have the company you hired, you need to trust they're gonna do the right thing. You know, I tell people, listen, you're not gonna be up in that attic, sitting in a chair, watching every move these guys
Right.
make. You gotta make sure the company's gonna do the right thing.
right.
Okay, and then this right here, this is your condenser outside. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring a new condenser pad out, okay? It's probably on concrete right now, but we're gonna balance it, shim it, and we're gonna make sure it's balanced. I don't want it leaning one way or the other. That will affect the longevity of your system.
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna do it the right way. And then before and after on the condenser, you got an old one. And then you see what the new one looks like, and then it's condenser pad, and make sure it's all done right. And then you can see the nice clean work that we done before and after, so it's all done up right. The guys take pride in what they do, okay? That's a big deal. Now, a few more things I wanna go over, and then we'll get into the systems. I do wanna share this with you because I thought this was a great study. This was a study done by a nonprofit organization in North Carolina. And what the nonprofit did is they went into guys' brand new homes. They went up in the attic, nobody was living there, and they inspected the installation. What they found in that study is 50% of those brand new installations had incorrect refrigerant levels in your system. Either it was too high or too low. That'll affect the longevity of your system. Listen, 40% they didn't have air going in the right spots in the house. Okay? Here's the kicker. Of all those studies that they did, 1 out of 10 of those installs were done correctly.
So they just essentially put a system in there and say, well, it's in.
It's in. Yeah, well, they're all independent contractors.
Yeah,
And
they just
throw
shoved it in there.
Throw
Yeah.
it in, let's go to the next one.
That's
And
exactly
nobody
what
lived
it
there
is,
to
yeah.
complain either.
Exactly, exactly. So it's all done wrong. 9 out of 10 were done wrong.
Oh, wow.
Okay? 1 out of 10 is where the on-time experts come in because I'm going to show you a step-by-step process of what we do to ensure you guys get what we call a picture-perfect installation. It's important. Now, these are 6 extra important steps we're going to take as a company. Number 1, guys, we're going to guarantee you this will meet or exceed all your code requirements. Okay? We're going to obtain the permit. Okay? All I need is somebody home during the installation. All right? Ensure proper sizing. We're good there. We know 3 tons is what we need, so we know there. Now, that R22, okay, it's no longer being manufactured. Stop making it in 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, and the reason they took it off the market because it affected the ozone layer.
Right.
Because you know what they used to do in the old days? When they would replace the system, they would walk up to the refrigerant line and snap it in half.
Yep.
That's what they did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Never really
now, I mean, the EPA's involved here, so it takes a little bit of time. This guy's got to take out that R22, and then we got to dispose of
Dispose
that
of the right
properly.
way, yeah.
Properly. So we're gonna do the right thing. Now listen, we're gonna properly remove and dispose of all your old equipment. I'm not the guy that's gonna give you a discount if I throw it all on the curb and you let somebody else pick it up. We're hauling it off and throwing it out, okay? And I do promise you this, we will respect your property. You notice we wore shoe covers when we came into your house, it's a big deal what we'll do, and I'll tell you what the install crew will do too, okay? That's a big deal.
That hallway, do you think that's, I mean, they put it together up there, right? So it's just coming in pieces. I'm just thinking that's a quick, hard turn. I mean, there's not gonna be any issue there. Okay, just,
No, we're good. So this is what we put together for the installation crews, okay? It's a 5-step process, and these guys have to follow this to the word. So phase 1 is staging, so it's nice, the guys will get here, kind of lay the land for you of how everything's gonna flow, so you get an idea how everything's gonna happen. And then they'll go, phase 2 is removal, so everything in the attic goes away, system on the side yard goes. Then we get to the install phase, which is a 16-step process, all right? Guys, follow this to the word. Now, when my guys are done, we're firing everything up. We're getting that furnace up and running, checking gas lines, getting the AC up and running, make sure everything's balanced in what we got, okay? Now, when they're done, we're gonna clean up, all right? I guarantee you there will not be a mess in that attic when my guys are done, okay? There will not be a bunch of nuts and bolts and wires on the side yard that you gotta pick up later, okay? Because that's extremely important. I'll tell you a true story. I get customers they'll call me a couple days after the installation. Hey, Nancy, the installation went great. She goes, I went up into the attic. I go, yeah. She goes, that attic's cleaner now after you guys than what it was. Yeah, we're not leaving a bunch of junk around. That's just not the right thing to do. And I did see that there was a couple tools up there when I was up there. I don't know if they're yours or not.
They're definitely not mine.
Okay,
So
because I asked Colin, would you leave those behind? Because every now and then
Yeah,
something
sure.
behind. It was a screwdriver and a snipper, so somebody's missing something.
somebody is.
Yeah.
Huh?
Leaving it in there. So that's what we got there. Now, I want to go over the written guarantees and then we'll get into systems. Now, listen. You guys are smart people. You've probably signed a few contracts before in your lifetime. Okay? So this is what I want to show you. You decide to move forward. We're going to put everything in writing for you, which comes with your system. Okay? So rest assured it's all in writing for you. Now, follow me on this. Generally speaking, when you take a contract like that and you flip it over on the backside, what do you usually see on the back of contracts?
Small.
The fine
all the
print.
fine print.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And all that fine print, you gotta be an attorney to understand the way they write it. And all that fine print on the back of that contract's designed to protect who?
The company.
Yeah, nothing for you. Let me show you this, and I'm gonna go over this with you one by one. Guys, these are our client protection guarantees in writing.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over these with you one by one, where we can actually read it. Because it still is a little bit of fine print. But, let me show you what we get. Alright, now my first one is my home comfort guarantee. Alright, guys, there was a reason I asked you where you like to keep the thermostat in the house, okay? We're gonna guarantee you in writing with your new system on that side of the house, you get a new thermostat, okay? Whatever that thermostat reads, we guarantee you any room on that side will not vary 2 degrees one way or the other. If we can't accomplish that, my guys are coming back, we will modify, we'll adjust, we'll even replace your system. Okay, so that's why we talked about the bedroom. Let's attack the bedroom, let's get it right. Okay, but I'm telling you, with our company, this is not a guessing game. Okay, it's guaranteed comfort in writing. Okay, now it'll work guarantee. All right, now we guarantee you with this during the first 2 years of ownership of the system. We guarantee you we're never going to leave you freezing during the winter, and we're not going to leave you sweating it out during the summertime. Okay, from the time you call us, we guarantee you in writing we will have you up and running within 24 hours, and generally speaking, way before that, because you're not far from our shop. You're not
Okay,
far.
yeah.
You're not far. Okay. So what I want to tell you, service-wise, if something goes wrong. Now listen, a lot of people say this to me. They go, Lance, it's a brand new system. Nothing should go wrong. Listen, guys, they're all made by human beings. Nothing's perfect. Okay. I'm not gonna sit there, 3 years down. Lance said this thing, nothing's ever gonna go wrong. Well, no, that's not true. Okay, but I will tell you, if something goes wrong, there's gonna be no excuses or stories. It's gonna be service when you need it. All right. I want to make sure you're taken care of. Utility savings from my basic system. We guarantee you in writing you're going to save a minimum of 30% on your energy.
Wow.
Okay, now I can't say 30% on your energy bill because I don't know what you're paying per kilowatt
Right.
hour.
Sure, right.
So if that raises, of course, the bill's going to be higher, but you'll be able to look, because usually they put a little graph on your usage of
100%
what you're
right.
using. It'll be minimum 30%. That's the basic. As we go up, it gets bigger. Okay, so basic 30. This one right here, I absolutely love. okay? Number one, it's our total replacement, no lemon guarantee. Now, listen, in the automobile industry, there's lemon laws. I am old enough to remember when there were no lemon laws.
I remember.
Yeah, listen, you could buy a brand new car and you're stuck with nothing but a problem. You had no recourse. You're stuck.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not trying to scare you here, but in the AC business, there's no lemon laws. You gotta understand, those are made at manufacturing assembly lines just like automobiles are. You can get a bad one. We put this in place to ensure that you don't, okay? So what this says to you on your brand new furnace, if your furnace heat exchanger fails for any reason during the first 10 years of ownership of the system, we're gonna call your entire furnace a lemon. We are coming back out to this house, we're going up in that attic, we're gonna take that entire furnace out, and you're gonna get a brand new furnace. Here's the beauty of that. If that happens to you, your warranty on that furnace will start over day one of replacement. So the warranty starts over. Same thing with your condenser outside. If that compressor fails more than one time during the first 5 years, that's called a lemon too. Guys are coming back out, we're yanking that out, you're gonna get a brand new one. Warranty starts over day one of replacement. This is to ensure you're not stuck with a problem. You spend your hard-earned money. Listen, you may like Colin, but you don't want him over there in 2 weeks. Okay? You want to make sure that it's done right. Okay? Now this one's peace of mind guarantee. Now remember we talked code. Okay? Now during the first 2 years of ownership of the systems, if the codes change here in Garland on your system for any reason, you're going to get a nice little phone call from the company. We're coming back out, going in the attic, and we're going to bring you the code. Okay? You know what that'll cost you? $0. Safety's important. Okay? Client respect guarantee. Like I said, you saw shoe covers. Okay? When the guys get here, shoe covers will be on. Everywhere they're in this house, there's going to be drop cloth down to protect your floors. Okay? I guarantee you, during the installation, the guys aren't going to be up in the attic playing loud booming music. This is not a party. It's going to be done professionally. The guys will not be cursing and swearing in or around your home. The guys aren't going to be smoking cigarettes, fucking butts all over the property. Okay? What I love about this company, I will guarantee you one thing. You'll never get in an argument with this company. We're rated 4.8 for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay? We're not out here to fight with you. Okay? Now, like I said, are we perfect? No. We're not perfect. But listen, if we dirty something, we're going to clean it. I spill something on your carpet, we're going to clean the carpet. Okay? If we damage something, we're going to fix it. You know, sometimes the guys are up in the attic, make a wrong step, boom, you got a hole in the ceiling. It's on us. You'll never have to. We make a mistake, we own it. You don't have to fight with us. Hey, you gonna fix this? Yeah, we're gonna fix it. We made a mistake. We're not perfect.
Right.
And then here's our best one. And I absolutely, this is by far the best. This is our golden rule. What this says to you guys is during the first year of ownership of this system, okay, if we cannot make you two 100% satisfied, we do everything in our power to try and make you happy. And you say, you know what, Lance, this is not working for me. We will come back out to this house. We'll remove all the equipment that we installed, and we'll write you a check for what you paid for it. We're going to give you an entire year to test drive what we do. And if I can't make you happy, I'll give you your money back. Now, to live up to that, I promise you, if I come in here and take that equipment out, I'm stuck. Okay? Because there's no market for used air conditioners.
Right.
This will be registered with the manufacturer, and you
Right.
will have your warranty, unlike what you don't have now. You will have that. Tamika, we've got girls that's all they do. We want to make sure that you register the warranty. Because what happens, and I hope this didn't happen to you with the other one, if they didn't register that warranty, because Trane comes with a 10-year warranty, okay? If they fail to register that, it just reverts to a 5-year warranty, okay?
So when I call, what did you say that I need to ask? Just that my homeowner's insurance.
Homeowners insurance want to see the warranty. I need my warranty.
That's essentially, obviously with that drainage system, we were just, I would have somebody go back and forth with the company